Okay, so it's data logger, data logger time. There's been a lot of talk about data loggers and software updates, etc. So if you're watching this video, you are probably just about to embark on upgrading from the W4 data logger to the WWAN data logger in hopes of getting 5-second refresh times working with your system. There was a period of time when inverters, even the newer Generation 2 H series and the K series, there was a period of time when they were shipping those with W4 data loggers, which is one of these. It's a USB interface with a little rubber grommet and a locking ring, so that these are also IP rated. You can install your inverter outdoors. These are just mini computers that allow they effectively proxy and relay the inverter information to the Fox cloud, so you can view it on the mobile application, and it records the cloud records your long-term statistics. So there was a narrow window when they were shipping new style inverters with older data loggers. I imagine just because of availability. So a nice cheap upgrade if you want some of the latest features, including the 5-second live updates to the app, so you can see the energy graphs are moving to near real time. This only applies to the Generation 2 H series and the K series with W4 data loggers. If you have a W6 data logger or a WW data logger, which you can confirm by going on the Fox app and clicking Devices Data Logger, if it says W6 or WW, you don't need to buy anything. You've already got the hardware. You can just ask your installer or Fox to update the firmware and it will all start working. But like I say, this video is for those that know they have supported hardware from an inverter perspective, but they've got the slightly older style data logger, which is preventing them accessing that feature, and it's something that they want. So what you can do is you can purchase what's called the WWAN data logger, and the reason it's called WiLAN, I think, is because it's wireless and it's also LAN. So if I remove the IP plug, there's an RJ45 plug in the bottom of that, and you can connect this straight to the internet through a cable if you don't want to connect it wirelessly. There are pros and cons to both, especially if your inverter is far away where you can't get Wi-Fi, but you can run a network cable, as an example. The only differences cosmetically are the WiLAN has a reset button on the front of it. I think that's for resetting the wireless configuration. You won't be able to reset the binding to your inverter site because that's handled using serial. So I imagine that button is only to refresh the Wi-Fi config. Inside of these, like I said, they're just mini computers. So with that background, you're watching this because you have a H1 Gen 2 or a K series. You've confirmed your punch the mic. You've confirmed your data logger is a W4 and you want to upgrade it. So you've purchased one of these and you want to go through the process of installing it. So that's quite easy. As I mentioned, there's this plastic locking ring. It is only plastic, shouldn't have been done up that tight. And if you look at the inverter, you'll see this hanging out the bottom of it, and it will have a red flashing light. Because it's USB, you don't even need to turn the inverter off. You can leave that all running. It's not going to hurt it. You're going to turn this locking ring counterclockwise whilst pulling down gently on the data logger, and I do mean gently. You'll notice that this locking ring will go to a neutral position and the data logger will pull away from the inverter, leaving just the USB port. So that's the W4. I've unscrewed it whilst pulling and it's detached. I'm going to put that to the side and for safekeeping. I'm then going to grab my WiLAN. I'm going to have it so that the reset button and the QR code is facing me because that's the correct orientation for the USB. I'm going to insert it into the USB port while gently turning this locking ring, and it will be clockwise. And you'll feel this unit will engage upwards when you find the neutral position on the locking ring. And then you'll be able to give it half a turn, 3/4 of a turn to make sure that this is snug. Don't over tighten it. It just has to be snug so it doesn't drop back out. This unit then starts flashing green and red lights on the front of it, indicating that it's connected and it's starting its boot up process. Then you can grab your mobile phone And what you're going to do when your phone wakes up, you are going to go from your site screen. Sorry for I've tried recording this a few times and it's just a nightmare. So I thought I'd just show you briefly. You'll get the idea. It's very intuitive because the new one supports Bluetooth, which means your phone and this dongle can talk without you having to jump networks and all of that nonsense like before. So you're going to go to devices. You're going to hit the plus in the top right corner. This will be the devices you've already got, which you can just ignore. You can hit add device. It will start searching. This will be using Bluetooth. So you may see Bluetooth prompts appear saying that Fox wants Bluetooth. Say yes. You should then see a square with a bindable word next to it. You'll press on that, and then you'll hit to add the device, and the device will be bound to your site. And then you'll start the Wi-Fi configuration. If you intend to use the LAN side of this data logger, so you've got an IP-rated network cable and you've got all this gubbins on it, and you've got the network end, and you're plugging it into the RJ45 port, you don't need to do any more on the app. So once you've bound the serial number to your site, you can then say close, and it will say, "You sure you don't wish to configure?" You can say yes, because the data logger is bound to the site and you've plugged the network cable in. It will all start working within the next minute or two. You don't need to configure Wi-Fi when you're plugging it in with a network cable, right? If you're using Wi-Fi, the next few screens are similar to a video that I'll link in the description, where it will ask you it will search for the Wi-Fi's. It will give you a list of networks to select, type the Wi-Fi network in, hit connect. You'll get a green check saying connected, and then you'll go back to the screen, and within a few moments, your data logger will start communicating with the Fox cloud, and it's all done. You may wish to keep the old data logger attached to the site just so you can access the historical data, the data that's bound to it. Even though it doesn't store any data, having this serial bound to your site means that anything that serial is recorded can be accessed through the app or the desktop. So there is an advantage in keeping that one attached. If historical data isn't important to you, click on that add devices button again, and you'll be able to remove the serial number for the old data logger. And the hint will be the third and fourth character of the serial number will be W4. It's a W4 logger, but it's not really required. You can just leave it connected, keep that data logger safe. Like I say, this new data logger is way easier to set up. If your internet provider changes and you need to reset up the Wi-Fi, you can go stand next to it, do the same process again. The reconfigure is you click on the Me button, and then you click configure WLAN configuration from those options. So the initial setup, obviously, you're adding the device. Once it's connected, it's the Me button, and then the WLAN configuration. It's a very similar looking experience to reconfiguring an already bound data logger. It's really simple. You'll have no trouble. Same restriction as the previous one. It has to be a 2.4 gigahertz network. So they didn't add 5 gigahertz network support, even in this newer version. Even the brand new WL versions with the integrated data loggers are still 2.4 gigahertz. And I think that's just a great IoT standard. I haven't seen many IoT devices jump to 5 gigahertz yet. That's really as complicated as it gets. I thought I'd just record that video of the differences, the process, which you'll have no trouble with. Just devices, add device in the top right, follow those on-screen instructions, and you'll have no trouble. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it is interesting. Look forward to seeing what else Fox will add to the WWAN adapter. Depending on the firmware that your version has shipped with, you may need to ask Fox to do one more update to bring it up to date so that it can support the 5-second refresh, but also the customer end user installable firmware features. So I can't add firmware to a device before I ship it. So if you're buying one from me and you go, "Oh, Will shipped me one that's got an out-of-date firmware on it from day one," That is just how they come. But once it's all plugged in and working with your site, it's fairly straightforward to request Fox update the firmware of the data logger. If you're one of my managed customers, I'll do it for you when you confirm that the data logger has been plugged in. But that's really as complicated as it is, and you've just jumped your capabilities forward so that your modern hardware now has a modern data logger, and you can use all the great features that Fox are pumping out. Hope this helps. Have a great weekend.